sing you a song by Woody Guthrie, but it needs a bit of background, so bear with me please. Dr. Leo Hayes worked for the Shawmut Mining Company for 40 years and was responsible for the health of 400 odd miners and their families in 3 company-owned mining villages in Pennsylvania. On his deathbed in 1945, he said he wanted one of his children, who were all doctors, to continue his work with the miners. His 33-year-old daughter Betty agreed to take over and found that the sanitary conditions in the villages were very bad. The water had to be boiled before it could be used, and sewage overflowed into yards and streets. She demanded the mining company install water systems, sewage systems, indoor bathrooms and foundations in company-owned houses. They replied that they could do nothing, as they'd been in receivership since 1905. After suspicions of a typhoid case, Dr. Betty had the wells inspected, and 5 of those tested were found to be contaminated by the outhouse drainage. A sanitary engineer from the State Department of Health arrived, put chlorine into the wells and told her to stop making a fuss. Dr. Betty resigned, and the miners went on strike due to the poor conditions and the lack of a doctor on call, a breach of their contract. During the long strike, Dr. Betty gave emergency medical care. The mine operators locked up her office, on which she'd paid the rent, took out some of her medical supplies and books and put a policeman at the door to keep her out. When she took the mine managers to court, Federal Judge Guy Bard stepped in and made a visit to the towns to see for himself. He said pure water should be the first requirement of a community, and he appointed new receivers who agreed to fix up the wells and the sewage. Dr. Betty was given her job back, and the miners went back to work. So, Woody Guthrie wrote a song about this case in September 1945, The Company Town Doctor, but he never recorded it, or as far as we know, put a tune to it. So I used my own tune, which I hope is close enough to Woody's style. Dr. Leo Hayes was our company doctor from the big coal companies. He got his pay. For 39 years he tried to cure us, and now today on his deathbed lay. He called his 5 boys and his 3 daughters, and at his bed we stood around. We heard him tell the history of the coal miners, and he said, don't let these people down. You are all connected with the practice of medicine. You promise you'll keep true, I know. You will do your best to help these people. I close my eyes, for I must go. His youngest girl was Dr. Betty, with her face so pretty and her smile so sweet. She walked the coal towns of Force and Byrnedale. She saw the sewage waters flowing down the street. She saw the children drink the cankered water. She saw the chickens fly up on the roof. She saw the waters overflow the sewers and flood their gardens of victory. She went to the big shops of the Shawmut Company. She did not beg and she did not plead. She stood flat-footed and pounded the table. Sewer pipes and bathrooms are what we need. My daddy told me to fight to cure sickness, but I can't cure sickness with sewage all around. These germs kill people quicker than I can cure them. We need a foundation under every house. We need a bathroom for every family. Yes, you can sit there and blink your eyes. 300 miners are out behind me. We'll clean this town, I know the reason why. I quit my job as the family doctor. I rolled up my shingle and went on my own. I carried my pill bag and waded those waters. I sat by a deathbed in many a home. I saw you catch rainwater in rusty wash tubs. I saw you come home dirty up out of your pits. Watch you ride with your coffin up to your graveyard, with not a nickel to pay, you're buried dead. July 15th from the hills around, 300 miners walked down through town. The state inspector was testing the water. While he was working, you stood around. One miner asked him to have a drink free. The inspector looked out toward our pits. He set his hat back on his head. He says, I wouldn't drink a drop of that on a bet. I think of my daddy and brothers and sisters when we stood around his dying bed. When I walk the streets of the company towns, I can hear every word my daddy said. The Shawmut Company is caught in its own paws. The people not worth the money they cost. 100 have died, 300 not working. 30,000 tons of coal is lost.